Some legendary figures in Hollywood appear to defy the passage of time. Age is just a number, as these icons continue to shine as many celebrities fade from the spotlight. These cinematic icons, from the dapper Robert Wagner to the witty Mel Brooks, have not only starred on screen but also inspired succeeding generations. What's their trade secret? After all these years, how have they managed to stay so active and well-liked? These celebrities have made a lasting impression on Hollywood, whether it's due to their unquestionable brilliance, timeless appeal, or sheer fortitude. Prepare to be astounded as we reveal the iconic performers who will reach the fantastic 90-year mark in 2025. Some of them are still making a significant impact on the business. Rita Moreno. A veritable Hollywood classic, Rita Moreno is renowned for her innovative contributions to theater, television, and film. She created history as one of the few entertainers to win an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Moreno broke down barriers for Latina actors in Hollywood with her iconic performance as Anita in West Side Story in 1961. She continues to be active in the industry, even in her 90s, appearing in movies such as 80 for Brady and In the Heights. She's also advocated for diversity and representation in Hollywood by taking on mentorship responsibilities. Moreno has been in the entertainment business for over 70 years, and her contributions have been groundbreaking. Generations of artists have been inspired by her timeless brilliance, tenacity, and charisma, demonstrating that excellence is not limited by age. Judi Dench. Without a doubt, Dame Judi Dench is a national treasure. Throughout her over 60-year career, she's mastered both stage and cinema, receiving numerous honors. Dench, who redefined the role of M in the James Bond series with strength and intellect, is well known for her dominating presence and witty remarks. Her roles in Philomena, Belfast, and Shakespeare in Love also demonstrate her remarkable variety outside of 007. Dench continues to work well into her 90s, despite losing her vision due to macular degeneration. She's renowned for her humor, fortitude, and extraordinary ability to enthrall audiences with a single look. Regarding talent and lasting star power, Dench demonstrates that age is merely a number, whether she's playing a sassy matriarch or royalty. Joyce Van Patten. Joyce Van Patten is a renowned character actress with a fantastic career spanning decades in theater, television, and film. Despite not being a leading lady during Hollywood's heyday, her versatility made her invaluable. Van Patten has collaborated with some of the biggest names in the business on everything from movies like Grown Ups to iconic TV shows like The Twilight Zone and The Danny Kaye Show. She's continued to be busy far into her later years and hails from a well-known performing family that includes her brother, Dick Van Patten. She continues to perform well into her 90s, demonstrating that passion and talent never indeed fade. A monument to Hollywood's long tradition of character performers, Joyce Van Patten has a career of memorable performances and a deep affection for the art form. Mae Britt. During the 1950s and 1960s, Mae Britt, a stunningly beautiful blonde, was one of Hollywood's most alluring European imports. She was born in Sweden and gained fame in movies like War and Peace and The Young Lions. However, after she married renowned entertainer Sammy Davis Jr. in 1960, her Hollywood career took a backseat. Their interracial union was revolutionary and controversial at the time, but their romance remains a significant chapter in entertainment history. Britt has mostly stayed out of the spotlight since leaving the business to raise a family. She's now in her 90s and continues to represent the glitz and tenacity of old Hollywood. Despite leaving Hollywood decades ago, vintage film enthusiasts and historians continue to recognize her influence. Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot remains one of the most iconic figures in entertainment history and a true icon of French cinema. Bardot rose to popularity in the 1950s, captivating audiences worldwide with her seductive beauty and captivating on-screen persona. Movies such as And God Created Women and Contempt solidified her status as a representation of European sophistication and defiance. But in the early 1970s, Bardot gave up acting to devote herself to animal rights advocacy. She never backs down from controversy and is still an outspoken supporter of animal welfare in her 90s. Bardot had a solitary life yet her influence on fashion and cinema continues. Her significance extends well beyond the silver screen, as seen by her enduring presence in contemporary Hollywood. Bardot is a timeless legend whose career changed beauty standards and cinematic storytelling. Millicent Martin. Millicent Martin is a well-known British actress with a distinguished career in theater, cinema, and television. She first rose to fame as a comic and singer on That Was the Week That Was. Her appearances in Alfie and Nothing But the Best helped her become a household figure. She is nevertheless well known to contemporary audiences as Gertrude Moon, Daphne's quirky mother from the television series Frasier. She has consistently demonstrated her versatility throughout her career by seamlessly transitioning between comedy and drama. Her skill is timeless, evidenced by her continued appearances in TV series like Grace and Frankie, even in her senior years. Millicent Martin, one of Britain's most enduring actresses, has a career characterized by humor, charm, and a unique voice. Her influence on entertainment, both domestically in the UK and abroad, is truly astounding. Richard Chamberlain. Richard Chamberlain, a 1960s heartthrob, became well known after winning over audiences as Dr. Kildare. His career took off once he demonstrated his dramatic talent in epic parts in The Thornbirds, Shogun, and The Bourne Identity. Chamberlain demonstrated his flexibility by making an impression in theater, movies, and on television. For many years, he kept his personal life quiet, but he subsequently came out as a strong supporter of LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood. Despite being in his 90s, Chamberlain remains a respected veteran in the entertainment business. His performances continue to move audiences, and his contributions to television and film have had a lasting impact. Few performers can match his influence, spanning several generations. Pierre Richard. For decades, Pierre Richard, one of France's most beloved comedians, has delighted audiences with his charm and wit. Richard is well recognized for his roles in slapstick comedies, such as the tall blonde man with one black shoe. His physical comedy is frequently likened to that of Jacques Tati or Charlie Chaplin. Despite his humorous image, he's demonstrated his range as an actor by taking on serious roles. Richard has remained a cultural figure in France in recent years by continuing to work in television and movies. He is active and captivates audiences with his distinct magnetism, even in his 90s. His legacy is one of laughter and cinematic genius, solidifying Richard's place in film history as a great master of humor and storytelling. Russ Tamblyn. Russ Tamblyn was a talented dancer and actor who established himself in Hollywood with memorable parts in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and West Side Story. He was a remarkable talent during the heyday of musicals, thanks to his youthful vigor and acrobatic dancing abilities. Later, Tamblyn demonstrated his versatility by redefining himself with parts in independent films and Twin Peaks. He continues to interact with admirers of his earlier work and remains a well-liked character among aficionados of classic movies. He remains active in the entertainment industry in his 90s, attending events and reflecting on his illustrious career. Tamblyn has made numerous and noteworthy contributions to film, ranging from mystery thrillers to musicals. Shirley Jones. With her performances in Oklahoma, The Music Man, and Carousel, Shirley Jones, a true Hollywood belle, won hearts. As the devoted mother in The Partridge Family, she became a television icon, providing warmth and charm to millions of fans. Throughout her decades-long career, Jones has maintained her status as one of her generation's most adored actresses. Her grace and wisdom continue to inspire her devotees even in her 90s. Her impact on television and movies is indisputable, demonstrating that genuine talent never disappears. Shirley MacLaine. Shirley MacLaine has had a career as extensive and diverse as few other actresses. She's remained a presence in Hollywood thanks to her outspoken personality and iconic movies such as Terms of Endearment and The Apartment. MacLaine, well known for her spiritual convictions and courageous outlook on life, continues to question conventions and inspire the next generation. She continues enthralling audiences with her humor and wisdom in her 90s, demonstrating that she is and will always be a Hollywood legend. Sophia Loren. One of the most renowned actresses in movie history, Sophia Loren embodies brilliance and beauty that never goes out of style. With movies like Two Women, for which she won an Academy Award, she shot to fame in the 1950s and soon became a global celebrity. She became a Hollywood star due to her elegance, charisma, and distinctive on-screen persona. Loren's enduring love of the arts and sporadic film appearances continue to inspire people well into her 90s. She's paved the way for European actresses in Hollywood, demonstrating that brilliance has no geographical bounds. She remains a respected industry figure and unquestionably one of Italy's most incredible cinematic gems. Even though she's withdrawn from the limelight, her impact on culture, fashion, and film solidifies her status as one of the most adored actresses ever. Annette Crosbie. Annette Crosbie is a renowned British actress who's captivated audiences with her outstanding performances for decades. Crosbie's humorous timing and emotive performances have made her a household figure, and she's best recognized for her role as Margaret Mildrew in the popular sitcom One Foot in the Grave. In addition to comedy, she's won a BAFTA for her strong performances in historical dramas such as Edward VII. Her versatility in television and movies has solidified her reputation as one of Britain's most admired actors. Crosbie's efforts in the entertainment world have earned her respect even in her 90s. Despite her recent retirement from the spotlight, her legacy endures, demonstrating that genuine talent endures forever. Audrey Dalton. With her roles in iconic movies like Separate Tables, The Monster That Challenged the World, and the 1953 version of Titanic, Audrey Dalton, a graceful beauty of Hollywood's golden age, mesmerized audiences. She was born in Ireland and soon became well known in Hollywood for her grace and depth of feeling. Classic movie buffs still adore Dalton's work in television and cinema, even though she never achieved the same fame as some of her peers. She's had prominent cameos on popular television programs, including Perry Mason and Bonanza. Dalton, currently in her 90s, is well known for her contributions to vintage film. She's among the most beloved, yet underappreciated actresses of her time, thanks to her elegant on-screen persona and performances that have made a lasting impression on Hollywood. Barbara Knox. Playing the feisty and adored Rita Tanner on Coronation Street for over 50 years has made Barbara Knox a television classic. She's one of the most recognizable faces on television thanks to her role in the enduring British soap opera. Knox has received widespread praise for her portrayal of Rita, which showcases her ability to infuse the small screen with drama, humor, and humanity. She continues to be active in Coronation Street into her 90s, demonstrating her commitment to the job that shaped her career. Her sustained popularity and exceptional talent are a testament to her enduring presence in the entertainment industry. Knox's reputation as one of Britain's finest soap opera stars is cemented after decades on television. Carol Burnett. With the Carol Burnett Show, one of the best variety shows ever, Carol Burnett, a true pioneer of television humor, transformed the entertainment landscape. She's well-liked in Hollywood due to her flawless comedic timing, expressive visage, and ability to blend heartfelt drama with slapstick fun. With well-known parts in Annie and Mama's Family, Burnett's career has spanned television, Broadway, and movies. Among her many honors are the Presidential Medal of Freedom and several Emmys. Burnett still inspires upcoming comedians and actors, even in her 90s. She's had an incalculable impact on female representation in culture and sketch comedy. Burnett is still regarded as a living legend who forever altered the television landscape with her warmth, humor, and unquestionable talent. Debra Paget. Known for her parts in Broken Arrow, Love Me Tender, and the Ten Commandments, Debra Paget was one of the most beautiful and gifted actors of the 1950s. She became a sought-after leading lady due to her compelling performances and exquisite attractiveness. However, she left the spotlight to concentrate on her personal life and withdrew from Hollywood in the 1960s. Although she left the business early, fans of classic film continue to enjoy her movies. Despite being in her 90s, Paget continues to represent classic Hollywood style. She's still cherished as one of the most elegant actresses of her time, and her brief yet significant career left a lasting impression. Joan Collins. For over 70 years, Joan Collins has captivated audiences as a true Hollywood diva. With her fiery, glitzy, and unforgettable performances, she reinvented TV drama, best recognized for her famous role as Alexis Carrington in Dynasty. However, Collins' career extends far beyond soap operas. She's also starred in several theatrical plays, films, and best-selling novels. She's become a symbol of longevity and reinvention due to her tenacity in an always evolving field. She continues to embrace the spotlight and make television appearances, remaining as glitzy and outspoken as ever in her 90s. Joan Collins demonstrates that genuine stars never go out of style, thanks to a personality as brilliant as her profession. Michael Caine. Sir Michael Caine is one of the most renowned and adaptable actors in movie history. Throughout his over 60-year career, he starred in iconic films such as The Italian Job, Get Carter, The Dark Knight trilogy, and The Cider House Rules. He is a timeless favorite due to his distinctive voice, effortless charm, and ability to transition seamlessly across genres. Caine has hinted at retirement, yet his storytelling skills and wisdom never cease to astound audiences. He's currently in his 90s and is still regarded as one of the finest actors in Britain, leaving behind a legacy of films that future generations will cherish. He's made incalculable contributions to the film industry, and his on-screen persona remains captivating. Pat Crowley. A versatile actress who worked in television, film, and Broadway, Pat Crowley is best known for her roles in The Wheeler Dealers and Please Don't Eat the Daisies. She also frequently appeared as a guest on vintage television programs, including Dynasty, The Rockford Files, and Bonanza. Crowley was popular among audiences because of her kind demeanor and flawless comedic timing. She established a stable and respectable career that demonstrated her tremendous talent, although she never achieved the superstar status of some of her contemporaries. Despite being in her 90s, she plays a significant role in the lengthy history of Hollywood. After decades of work, viewers of vintage television and movies continue to value Crowley's contributions to the entertainment industry. Robert Fuller. Known for his rugged appearance and strong on-screen persona, Robert Fuller rose to fame as a television Western star, acting in Emergency, Wagging Train, and Laramie. His heroic representations won over viewers. Fuller was a natural performer, an accomplished horseman who brought authenticity to the parts that made him famous. In addition to performing, he adopted the cowboy way of life and rose to prominence in Western society. Fans of vintage TV Westerns still adore Fuller, who's in his 90s, and regularly attends conventions to honor his legacy. His status as one of the final great Western stars of Hollywood's golden age has been solidified by his devotion to the genre. Sian Phillips. The renowned Welsh actress, Sian Phillips, is famous for her striking presence and extraordinary adaptability. As the vicious Livia in I, Claudius, she gained worldwide recognition and was awarded a BAFTA for her portrayal of the role. With notable roles in Dune in 1984, Goodbye Mr. Chips in 1969, and The Age of Innocence, also 1969, she has a career spanning film, television, and theater. Phillips, a Shakespearean actor by training, can easily transition between classical and modern parts. She continues to be respected in British theater and television, even in her 90s, demonstrating that talent is ageless. She's a favorite for period dramas due to her unique voice and regal manner, and her contributions to entertainment are still revered today. Tina Louise. Tina Louise, well known for her portrayal of the glitzy Ginger Grant on Gilligan's Island, rose to fame in popular culture. However, her career extends far beyond her fame in sitcoms. She demonstrated her emotional versatility on television and starred in beloved movies like God's Little Acre and The Stepford Wives. Despite her gradual disassociation from Gilligan's Island, she remains a cherished figure in entertainment history. Louise made a difference outside of Hollywood by pursuing writing and philanthropic endeavors. She's still regarded as a legend of the golden age of television since she's now in her 90s and one of the few remaining cast members of the cherished program. Tom Baker. One of the most recognizable characters in science fiction history is British actor Tom Baker. best remembered for playing the Fourth Doctor in Doctor Who. His tenure as the Doctor remains the longest in the show's history, thanks to his distinctive scarf, deep, commanding voice, and quirky demeanor, which made him a fan favorite. In addition to Doctor Who, Baker voiced characters in several other projects and starred in movies like The Golden Voyage of Sinbad. Generations of followers continue to cherish his unique presence, even in his 90s. His contributions to the sci-fi genre and British television are still renowned. Tom Skerritt. Tom Skerritt has been a dependable and well-respected actor for many years, best remembered for his parts in A River Runs Through It, Alien, and Top Gun. He's popular in Hollywood due to his rugged charm and ability to portray likable and authoritative characters. In addition to his success on television, Skerritt won an Emmy for Picket Fences. He continues to work in the entertainment industry as he approaches his 90s, demonstrating that great actors never really retire. He's still regarded as one of Hollywood's most adaptable and enduring stars, with a career spanning over 60 years. Tsai Chin. Tsai Chin, a trailblazing Chinese actress, has had a remarkable career in theater, cinema, and television. She became a Bond girl in You Only Live Twice and gained recognition for her role in the Joy Luck Club. She also paved the way for Asian actresses in the West with her work in British theater. Tsai Chin's performances in Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings and Memoirs of a Geisha demonstrate her enduring influence in the field. Despite being in her 90s, she continues to inspire others, demonstrating the importance of representation in Hollywood. Ellen Burstyn. Powerhouse actor Ellen Burstyn is renowned for her deeply felt roles in films such as Requiem for a Dream, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, and The Exorcist. She's established herself as one of the most accomplished actresses of her generation, with an Academy Award and numerous nominations. Even in her later years, she remains a sought-after talent due to her ability to bring depth and sincerity to every project. Burstyn has maintained her acting career well into the 1990s, delivering captivating performances that highlight her unwavering brilliance. Her influence on Hollywood and the performing profession is still incalculable. Felicia Farr. A typical Hollywood beauty, Felicia Farr is well known for her work in the 1950s and 1960s. She frequently played strong yet elegant leading females in movies like 3:10 to Yuma and The Last Wagon. Farr is a well-known figure in Hollywood history because she married the renowned actor Jack Lemmon. Although she shied away from the limelight in her later years, her filmography nonetheless showcases her talent and charisma. She is one of the last surviving actors from Hollywood's heyday, now in her 90s. Kim Novak. Kim Novak is a veritable screen icon, renowned for her captivating performance in Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo, which solidified her place in cinematic history. She starred in Picnic, Belle, Book, Candle, and Pale Joey, making her one of Hollywood's most glamorous leading ladies of the 1950s and 1960s. She left Hollywood despite her fame in favor of a more subdued life focused on her art. Even though Novak is in her 90s, her films continue to be studied and appreciated, making her a legendary figure. Her reputation as an enigmatic and alluring actress lives on. Angie Dickinson. Known for her parts in Rio Bravo, Dressed to Kill, and the trailblazing television series Policewoman, Angie Dickinson was one of her era's most fashionable and captivating actors. By pioneering female-led crime dramas, she paved the way for future actresses to take on strong, autonomous roles. Dickinson was a favorite of both fans and filmmakers due to her seductive voice and easy on-screen persona. Her accomplishments in Hollywood, her groundbreaking television career, and her timeless beauty continued to garner admiration even in her 90s. Barbara Bain. Most famously, Barbara Bain won 3 consecutive Emmy Awards for portraying Cinnamon Carter in Mission Impossible. Her reputation as a genre icon was further cemented when she starred in the legendary sci-fi series Space 1999. In a time when women in television were frequently marginalized, Bain stood out for her ability to infuse her performances with knowledge and subtlety. She remains a beloved character among fans of vintage television and at fan gatherings, even in her 90s. There's no denying her impact on strong female roles in television. Barbara Eden. Best recognized for playing the lovely but mischievous Jeannie in I Dream of Jeannie from 1965 to 1970, Barbara Eden remains a pop culture icon. Throughout her 7-decade career, Eden has starred in numerous TV series and films, including Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and Harper Valley PTA. She's adored in Hollywood due to her brilliance and timeless beauty. She continues to write books, interact with readers, and make public appearances even in her 90s. For her contributions to vintage television, she's been recognized with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Eden has made a lasting impression on entertainment history with her charisma and brilliant comedy. New generations of actors and viewers alike are still motivated by her legacy as a television legend. William Shatner. William Shatner, best remembered as the fearless Captain James T. Kirk in Star Trek 1966 to 69, has a remarkable career that includes writing, directing, acting, and even music. In addition to Star Trek, he hosted and produced several television shows and received praise for his Emmy-winning performance in Boston Legal. Shatner has consistently embraced reinvention throughout his career, becoming a successful novelist and even attempting to release spoken-word albums. He fulfilled a lifetime desire by becoming the oldest person to travel to space at 90+. He is one of Hollywood's most memorable characters due to his charismatic demeanor, distinctive speech pattern, and unwavering passion. Shatner continues to be an irresistible force, demonstrating that desire and curiosity can sustain success at any stage of life. His influence on pop culture and science fiction is still unmatched. Clint Eastwood. With a career spanning more than 70 years, Clint Eastwood is a Hollywood legend. He became the face of the genre after beginning his career as a cowboy in classic westerns like A Fistful of Dollars and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He later solidified his reputation as a tough guy in movies such as Dirty Harry. But Eastwood's career didn't end there. He became a celebrated director, winning numerous Academy Awards for films, including $1 Million Baby and Unforgiven. He is still performing and directing in his 90s, demonstrating that his love for the arts is stronger than ever. He's had an incalculable impact on the industry and has stayed relevant over the years. From political thrillers to westerns, audiences are enthralled by Eastwood's storytelling. Few can compare to the enduring legacy his contributions to Hollywood have left behind. Joanne Woodward. The Oscar-winning actress Joanne Woodward is best known for her powerful performance in the 1957 film The Three Faces of Eve. She was a versatile actress who frequently worked with her late husband Paul Newman in critically praised films like Rachel, Rachel, The Effect of Gamma Rays on Man in the Moon Marigolds, and Mr. and Mrs. Bridge. She co-founded the Hole in the Wall gang camp for children with life-threatening illnesses, demonstrating her profound commitment to philanthropy beyond her acting career. Her influence on Hollywood remains indisputable, even though she stopped performing later due to health issues. Woodward's reputation as one of Hollywood's most esteemed personalities has been solidified by her dedication to her profession and her philanthropic endeavors. She continues to inspire performers and campaigners alike. Her career is a monument to talent and grace. Mamie Van Doren. One of Hollywood's first blonde bombshells, Mamie Van Doren, is frequently likened to Jane Mansfield and Marilyn Monroe. She gained fame in the 1950s by starring in films such as High School Confidential and Untamed Youth, which were rebellious and targeted at young people. Unlike many of her peers, Van Doren adopted a strong and outspoken image and was not afraid to push boundaries. She remains active on social media, interacting with followers and sharing her thoughts on the heyday of Hollywood. Despite being in her 90s, she's demonstrated that self-assurance and independence never wane and has supported aging gracefully, defying expectations. Van Doren is a timeless figure in Hollywood history due to her rebellious spirit and stunning beauty. She is a unique icon due to her significant impact on pop culture and her unapologetic demeanor. Robert Duvall. One of the best actors of his generation, Robert Duvall is known for his iconic roles in Apocalypse Now, The Godfather, and Tender Mercies, the latter of which won him an Academy Award. He succeeded in realistic character studies and brutal tragedies because of his versatility. Working with some of the most renowned filmmakers over the years, Duvall has had a profound influence on each of their movies. He continues to play interesting parts and maintain an active presence in Hollywood, even in his 90s. He is a favorite of both reviewers and viewers due to his dedication to his art and his ability to bring nuance to each character. Duvall's legacy is well established, having worked in Hollywood for over 60 years. Actors of the future will continue to draw inspiration from his contributions to cinema. James Hong. With more than 600 film and television credits, James Hong has had one of Hollywood's most successful careers. Hong is well known for contributing to Blade Runner, Kung Fu Panda, and Big Trouble in Little China. His adaptability has made him a favorite character for many generations. Along with advocating for better roles and increased awareness, he's also been a trailblazer for Asian American representation in Hollywood. His legendary position was cemented in 2022 when he was awarded a long overdue star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Hong is still working in his 90s, demonstrating that creativity and dedication know no age boundaries. He's paved the way for several young Asian actors, therefore his impact in Hollywood extends beyond his acting. He left behind an unparalleled legacy as an advocate and character actor. June Squibb. One remarkable example of a late career success story is June Squibb. She spent decades working in theater and supporting parts, but her Oscar-nominated performance in Nebraska in 2013 brought her global fame in her 80s. Her comedic timing and keen wit have made her a popular actor, landing her parts in Thelma and Louise, Palm Springs, and Hubie Halloween. She continues to act into her 90s, demonstrating that age does not impede success in Hollywood. Squibb's path exemplifies tenacity, showing that skill finally receives the recognition it deserves. It's never too late to leave your imprint in the entertainment world, as seen by her unexpected and inspirational ascent to prominence. Mara Corday. The 1950s actress Mara Corday is well remembered for her parts in the horror and science fiction classics Tarantula and The Black Scorpion. She was a former Playboy model who embodied the glitz and glitter of vintage Hollywood. She was good friends with Clint Eastwood, who used her in several of his movies. Even though she spent years out of the spotlight, her contributions to Hollywood's heyday are still valued. Currently in her 90s, Corday is one of the few surviving links to a past cinematic age. Fans of vintage movies continue to appreciate her work, ensuring that her legacy endures. Robert Wagner. Known for his roles in television classics such as It Takes a Thief and Heart to Heart, Robert Wagner has been a mainstay in Hollywood for over 70 years. Wagner rose to stardom in the 1950s and starred in movies including The Pink Panther and A Kiss Before Dying, becoming a movie star. He was a sought-after leading guy because of his charisma and charm. Despite experiencing personal tragedy during his career, such as the unexplained death of his wife, Natalie Wood, Wagner maintained his acting career far into old age, appearing as a guest on well-known television programs such as NCIS. He is still one of the few actors alive who had direct experience of the golden age of cinema, and his contributions to Hollywood are indisputable. Wagner's famous presence and timeless talent continued to enthrall audiences even in his 90s. Tippi Hedren. With her iconic roles in Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds and Marnie, Tippi Hedren rose to fame in the film industry. When Hitchcock discovered her in the early 1960s, she immediately gained widespread recognition. Beyond the glitz, though, Hedren struggled with Hitchcock's domineering ways, as she later described in her memoir. She overcame these obstacles to forge an impressive career and then turned to activism. She founded the Shambhala Preserve, a sanctuary for rescued big cats, as she's passionate about animal rights. As Dakota Johnson's grandmother and actress Melanie Griffith's mother, she has a significant impact on her family in Hollywood. Hedren's tenacity, grace, and commitment to wildlife conservation inspire people well into her 90s. She left an enduring legacy as an actress and activist in Hollywood. Vera Miles. Although her performance as Leela Crane in Alfred Hitchcock's 1960 film Psycho is her most well-known part, Vera Miles' career goes well beyond that. Starring in The Searchers, The Wrong Man, and The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Miles, a former beauty queen, rose to prominence as one of Hollywood's most gifted actresses. Although she never really embraced the spotlight, as Hitchcock had hoped, he saw her as a future Grace Kelly. She cemented her position in movie history by collaborating with icons like James Stewart and John Wayne during the 1950s and 1960s. As time passed, Miles chose a more secluded existence and left Hollywood. She remains well known in the industry for her contributions to classic film, even in her 90s. Film fans worldwide continue to study and appreciate her performances. Anne Blyth. At 16, Anne Blyth received an Oscar nomination for her breakthrough performance in Mildred Pierce in 1945. Blyth's portrayal of the cunning and pampered Vita Pierce was terrifyingly memorable. However, in real life, she was renowned for her humility and gentleness, which contrasted with her evil on-screen persona. Blyth starred in several movies during the 1950s, including comedies, dramas, and musicals. She was successful in musical theater and concerts because of her lovely singing voice. She eventually left Hollywood to concentrate on her family. Even though Blyth maintained a low profile in her later years, her influence on vintage Hollywood is still felt today. She remains one of the few surviving links to Hollywood's golden age, and her performance in Mildred Pierce alone solidified her status as one of the finest actors of her era. Kathleen Hughes. In the 1950s, Kathleen Hughes rose to fame, particularly in the horror and science fiction genres. She was a gorgeous and multifaceted actress who acted in many movies and TV series. But her most well-known role was in It Came from Outer Space. With roles in shows like Three Bad Sisters and Down at Sakura, Hughes enthralled viewers with her extraordinary talent and beauty. She was adored in Hollywood's classic era, despite never achieving the superstar status of some of her peers. She stopped acting later in life, but still attended events for old movies and spoke with ardent admirers. Hughes, who embodies the elegance and grace of a bygone era, remains a significant figure in Hollywood history, even in her 90s. She's still honored for her contributions to the entertainment industry, particularly in cult favorite science fiction movies. Terry Moore. With her roles in Mighty Joe Young, Come Back, Little Sheba, and Peyton Place, Terry Moore became a leading actress in the 1950s. Audiences loved her for her beauty and talent, and early in her career, she received an Academy Award nomination. In addition to her career as an actress, Moore gained notoriety for her long-standing purported covert marriage to millionaire Howard Hughes. She occasionally left Hollywood but never retired. She continued acting in movies well into old age. Moore's remarkable tenure in her business demonstrates that legendary Hollywood performers may still be successful. She attends events, interacts with admirers, and reflects on her incredible career even in her 90s. Her reputation as one of Hollywood's most enduring talents is well established. Rosemary Harris. Rosemary Harris has an incredible career spanning decades, most known to current audiences as Aunt May in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. She was a classically trained actress who excelled on stage before transitioning to film and television. Harris has won a Tony Award for The Lion in Winter and received other award nominations, including an Oscar for Tom and Viv. She was a popular singer because of her ability to convey both warmth and strength. She continues to work in the field, demonstrating her ageless talent even in her 90s. Her efforts in Hollywood and Broadway have earned her great recognition in the entertainment industry. Harris indicates that excellent acting is timeless by bringing indisputable beauty and depth to her work on stage and in film. William Daniels. William Daniels is renowned for playing the sage and kind Mr. Feeney on Boy Meets World, a character that viewers have adored for many years. But his career is much more than that. He voiced Kit in Knight Rider and received 2 Emmy Awards for St. Elsewhere. He's been a Hollywood favorite for decades due to his commanding presence and exceptional voice. One of the longest-lasting marriages in Hollywood is Daniels' real-life union with actress Bonnie Bartlett, which has endured for over 70 years. He remains active in his 90s, occasionally reprising his role as Mr. Feeney for those who miss him. His wisdom-filled performances continue to inspire, and his impact on television is incalculable. As an actor and mentor to generations of fans, Daniel's impact is more enduring than ever. Mel Brooks. Legendary comedian Mel Brooks is behind some of the funniest movies ever filmed, such as The Producers, Young Frankenstein, and Blazing Saddles. Comedy was transformed by his ability to combine satire, slapstick, and deft wordplay. Brooks, an EGOT winner, has succeeded in every form of entertainment, from Broadway to movies. He remains active and intelligent in his 90s, continuing to create content and engage with his followers. His films continue to amuse new generations, and his wit endures. One of Hollywood's most beloved characters, Brooks is renowned for his ability to make people laugh while pushing boundaries and challenging established norms. His impact on comedy is incalculable, and his contributions will be honored for many years. Dick Van Dyke. Famous for his parts in Mary Poppins, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and The Dick Van Dyke Show, Dick Van Dyke is a veritable entertainment classic. He was one of the most beloved celebrities in Hollywood, admired for his charisma, physical humor, and singing ability. Van Dyke has been performing, dancing, and motivating audiences with his zest for life far into his 90s. At 93, he made news by demonstrating that he still possessed his trademark enthusiasm when he starred in Mary Poppins Returns. He's shown that age is just a number, and his positivity and love of comedy remain contagious. Van Dyke's remarkable talent and enduring appeal are demonstrated by his 70-plus year career. He leaves an unrivaled legacy as one of Hollywood's most lasting and delightful entertainers. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon